Hey, Lo-Ryders. Happy Friday. Happy to see you guys here. Today I'm doing commentary on a content creator on YouTube who said some things about Melody Shari, basically weighing Stormi and Melody. And I'm here to put things in actual and factual perspective. I don't want to disrespect anybody because there's enough room on YouTube for us. But some of the things that were said were just not true. And one of the things was that Stormi did it first. Everybody keeps saying this about this TikTok thing, that Stormi did it first. Well, of course, me being who I am, Lois Brundage Vance, okay? I went and checked it out. Melody, and I had mentioned this before, but I actually got the dates this time. Melody started TikTok on April 1st, 2020. And Stormi started TikTok on September 5th, 2020. So that's 5 months after Melody that Stormi got on TikTok. But that's neither here nor there. The content creator went on to say that Melody had Lauren and Shanita working in the basement. First of all, Shanita does not work for Melody Shari. Okay. Shanita has her own business, her own nonprofit, and traveling the world and things going on. So that's not a fact, okay? Stormi's making millions and Melody is making thousands. She also stated that when she doesn't think Melody's a millionaire. She thinks that when she was with Martell, she was a millionaire. Why is that even important, if she's a millionaire or she's not? She's very successful, and that's what should count. That's all I'm saying. That's what should count. But yes, Melody Shari is a millionaire, actual and factually. Okay, and then she is comparing Stormi and Mel, but wants us to have common sense. We need to have common sense. Well, in my mind, my little mind, so y'all think we have little minds, the people that support Melody, I'm thinking there's enough room at the top for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to take Melody down to bring Stormi up or vice versa? Why can't they just do their business and everybody be happy? If you don't support Melody's products, just say that. If you don't like Melody's products or Melody Shari, just say that. But to just blatantly say things that are not actual and factual, that befuddles me. Okay, so she said that Melody intentionally set her TikTok date a week before Stormi's. Well, that is not true. That is an actual and factual lie, okay? Because Melody has already explained to us that she was invited, okay? Just like Kyle set it up for Stormi to be invited to TikTok, Melody grassrooted herself to being invited to TikTok, okay? She didn't have anybody helping her do that, okay? Kyle was helping Stormi Steele, and Melody and her partner Sean, and possibly Lauren. I don't know who else is involved, alleged in my opinion, but she was invited by TikTok. So she got scheduled the time they wanted her to be scheduled. Y'all keep forgetting TikTok invited her. They asked Melody to do to finish certain criteria, which was starting a personal page, getting 5,000 subscribers, which she did. She followed the rules that they set forth for her. And that is why she is able to go live on this date, because that's the date they set Melody for. That's not something Melody did on her own. She can't just go to TikTok and say, look, I want to do this on this date, bam, okay? So let's not make stuff up, okay? Then she also said Melody doesn't sell out her products. Okay, now that is an actual and factual lie as well, because Melody always sells her stuff out. I hear content creators all the time and other people saying that her stuff was sold out and they're going to be first in line or so forth and so on. And stop doing that. Stop saying things that are not true. If you don't like Melody Shari, okay, you don't like Melody Shari. We get it. Okay, and Stormi's products are not always sold out either. Some days you have good days and some days you have bad days. That is just the beast of business, baby. And that's it. That's facts. And then she said that Melody is going to have to get her business off the ground. Okay, first of all, isn't that what she's doing? She's been promoting her business forever. Isn't that what she's doing? Getting it off the ground by continuously promoting it? Okay, so I'm not understand what you're saying when Melody needs to get her business off the ground. She has been promoting her business, just as Stormi Steele has been promoting her business. What is the problem? What do you mean she has to get it off the ground? Because she's in her home, which you claimed she don't own. If you have a mortgage, it's your house. That's how I feel about it, okay? Whether the house is paid off or not, it is your house, okay? The bank thinks it's your house, okay? The finances think it's your house. So it's your house, in case you didn't know that. All right. So anyway, she said, don't copy others because your business won't get off the ground like Melody's. What the fuck? Melody's business is off the ground and has been off the ground. And she has started a business, disbanded, and then came back with another business. So what is it that you're talking about? That is definitely an actual and factual lie. Okay, so I didn't understand that one either. And claims that Melody downgrades other people's businesses. No, she doesn't. She does not do that. You mentioned Wanda, show not. And that's whose business she was talking about. Because she's been talking about this food truck for 300 years. And it ain't up and running yet. So that's what she was talking about. Because Wanda was coming for Melody. And Melody came back. Because Wanda sent for her. Okay? And that's that. She does not talk about anybody else's businesses. Like they talk about her. Okay? Now. She also talked about Sugar Mama's paternity. Which, why is that even a conversation? We all know that Martell Holt knew full well that Sugar Mama was his child. Okay? And there have been no reports of any maternity tests. But word on the streets was that he wanted a paternity test on Arion's child. Okay? So, I'm not sure where you got that from or why you even trying to make that a thing. That is not a thing. Okay? And then she said Melody doesn't get along with nobody on the show. That could be true. She doesn't get along with a lot of them on the show because she made the choice not to roll with women who disrespect her, talk down to her, and make fun of her because she was cheated on for half of her marriage. And then when she decided to leave this no good man, they're still talking about it. Okay? And then you said that if they bring Wanda show not back to the show, it'll be booming. No, we don't think it'll be booming. Because all she's going to do is talk a bunch of shit and make accusations and lie. And after a while, that gets messy and tiresome. And people don't want to see that or hear that all the time. You got to have some kind of storyline besides talking about somebody who ain't thinking about you or who ain't addressing you or who's not even in your circle. You know, you want to come on the show to talk about a woman who could give two fucks about you. No, the show would not be booming if show not came back. Okay? And then somebody from the tribe of Judah said that all Mel's followers are scorned women. Women who still hurt. Said we're weird. How am I scorned? Explain to me how I'm scorned. Because I'm not talking about nobody else now. I'm talking about Lois Brundage Vance, married to Michael Darren Vance. How am I a scorned woman? Because I support Melody. Explain that to me like I'm two, okay? I need to understand how am I a scorned woman and how am I weird because I support a woman who had been verbally and possibly physically battered, alleged, in my opinion, was some actual and factual. How am I weird and scorned? Explain that to me like I'm two, okay? I'm waiting. Okay, and then she said she really wants to see the next episodes. I had to laugh at that one. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm spitting. I had to laugh at that one because if you're really paying attention, you know that they're on hiatus and they have been doing this for several years. Okay, so this is not the first, second, third, or fourth time that they do half the season and then they come back maybe a month or so later with the second half of the season. A lot of reality shows are doing that. Okay, so it's obvious that someone is not paying attention to how it goes. But what she said was, when Melody winds up production, they all have to stop everything for her. What? What happened? What? They're on hiatus. Hello? They're on a break. They're on spring break, okay? Or call it fall break or whatever you want to call it. Okay? Melody didn't stop anything. This is the way this show has been running, and it has absolutely nothing to do with Melody. It has to do with the producers and the network when they decide the show is going to be on. Okay? That's that. And she said she's wasting her subscription waiting on Melody, and she don't like that because it's dragging. Well, the show's not dragging. Again, it is on a break. Okay? And if you can't find a better way to watch the show, then maybe you shouldn't have your Philo subscription. That's all I'm saying. You know, if it's bothersome that these shows take a break, then that's something you're going to need to take up with the network, okay? All right. And then she said she was glad Destiny was back for tension. And we know that meant with Melody and so forth and so on, because the other pretend people are going to pretend that they like Destiny and act like they can't stand Melody, or that they really, really, really support Destiny. Whatever. Okay, and she says she's not watching Mel's pockets because I guess someone asked her that. But yet and still you're sitting here counting and telling everybody that Stormi is a millionaire and basically Melody is a thousandaire, is what you said. So you are watching her pockets. You are saying, you have said that Stormi did it first and Melody's products don't sell out and boopity boppity bam. How would you know if you weren't watching her pockets? And even if you were watching her pockets, you still wouldn't know, because you don't know how much money she gets from all of her ventures. Okay? You don't know this. Personally, none of us knows this. We only know what Melody Shari tells us, period. Okay? And then I don't know why she went on this little rant about Stormi's products, saying how good they were for the hair and Melody's wasn't, because Melody's hair is not natural. How the fuck is her hair not natural? I have never seen Melody put chemicals in her hair, and every time she does her hair, you can see that it is natural and got no chemicals in it. So for you to even say that is just another actual factual lie. Why would you even put that information out there? And it's like, I get it. If you don't like Melody Shari, say you don't like Melody Shari, and then let us know everything I'm saying is going to be bad about Melody Shari because I don't like her. But for you to say that she is not the person to sell hair care products because her hair is chemically processed is just wrong. Okay? And then she said that, how can Melody pitch a hair care line? That would be like Tawanda Braxton pitching the hair care line. First of all, bald people can promote a hair care line, okay? Tawanda's a bald by choice, okay? She's bald by choice. Melody is not bald, but it seemed like you were trying to infer or underhandedly say that Melody was bald or she ain't got no hair, or whatever the flipping dip you was trying to say. Melody has a fine grade of hair. That's it. But other than that, she has a head full of hair. And it's all natural. And you can see it's natural because she does show us quite often when she washes her hair. Okay? And then you said it would make sense for Stormi or Ariane to do it. First of all, what the fuck does Ariane have to do with this? She can't even... She can barely talk. So now she's going to go ahead and be able to mix up products in her kitchen, and it's going to be super successful all of a sudden. Well, why didn't she do this before? Okay, if Martell was all these brains and the brawn in the business, and so you think, and Melody wasn't shit without Martell, then Martell should be helping Ariane start her hair line. Excuse me. Because she does have nice hair when it's combed, okay? But let her start her own business. That ain't got nothing to do with Melody, okay? And you said, you asked us, whose products would you use? Tisha or Mel's? Stormi's or Mel's? Or if Ariane decided to do a hair care line, Ariane's or Mel's? You got to give us, you got to use your brain. What do you mean we got to use our brain? We're going to go with the product that does the best for our hair, that works the best for our hair. That's it. No more, no less. We're not going to go with it just because we like somebody. Because if Melody has a product and someone doesn't like it, I'm sure they may not say it out loud, but they probably won't buy the product anymore. The same thing with Stormi. If there's something about Stormi's product that people don't like, they won't buy the product anymore. It's just that simple. We are critical thinking human beings, okay? And then you said Melody is still thinking about Martell, who don't want her. After chasing after for a while, basically, he realized she was nuts. And then you start talking about the lighter fluid. Whatever that has to do with anything. The bottom line is Melody left Martell. No matter how you slice it and dice it, Melody Shari left Martell Holt for years of cheating and decided to put herself first. Martell Holt blew up his family empire. That's on him. And that ain't got nothing to do with Melody, her actions, or machinations, or any of that. That's all on Martell Holt. He chose to step outside of his marriage instead of getting a divorce and staying with Ariane. And you talking about he happier over there with Ariane. Ain't been no sighting of near one of them. Okay? Because don't nobody care about him. The only thing people want to hear is Ariane cuss and talk negatively and speak really nasty on the internet. That gets tiresome too after a while. Okay, and then, again, you said, we just like Melody, and we all need reality checks. Yes, we do need a reality check. We need a reality check from people that think that we should not support someone who has chosen themselves first, put themselves first, put God first, and then themselves and their children, and decided to do what's best for her heart posture and for her life and everything that goes on in her life. She did what was best for her and her children, and that is that. Okay? And last thing you said, Melody shouldn't sell hair care products. Why? Why shouldn't Melody say, give me just one good reason why she shouldn't sell hair care products, okay? Tell me why she shouldn't sell hair care products. Because it looks to me as if her hair is flourishing, number one. Number two, she does have a chemist. And you talking about if it was you, you wouldn't get a chemist. Well, we know you wouldn't because it's a possibility you can't afford it at this time. But you don't know what you would do when you're in someone else's shoes, or if you were in someone else's shoes. You do not know what you would do until it literally happens or falls in your lap. That's when you can say what you're going to do after it's done. Before that, you can't. So, Melody should sell hair care products. And yes, Stormi and Melody got on TikTok around the same time in 2020. So we could stop that nonsense about Stormi did it first. And then, of course, word on the streets is that there was another TikToker, I believe from the UK, that actually hit $1.6 million. And she was the first. So I'm not sure if it's saying that Stormi is the first one in the United States or the first African-American one. I don't know if this lady is black or white. I really don't care. It's enough money on TikTok for everybody. And besides that, there's other people making a lot more money on TikTok and they're not selling products. So TikTok is for everybody. It's not just for Stormi. Stormi don't own TikTok, okay? The Asian people do. Stormi does not own TikTok. Okay, so let's stop putting out this narrative that Melody is following everything that Stormi's doing, because Stormi had her hair care line and then she switched up And we know she switched up after Kyle Ivanko came on board. And that's what we know. And that's actual and factual. Okay, Lo-Ryders, that's all I got to say about this commentary. Please get down in the comments and let me know what you think. I will drop the content creators link to the video in my description so that you guys can go look at the video yourself. Again, I'm not here to bash anybody, but I just wanted to clear some things up, things that are actual and factual, and things that are actual and factual lies. And that's the difference. You know, I do watch this young woman's commentary, but I had just had to straighten some things out. Yes. They started around the same time in 2020, and that's all that matters, because TikTok has been out for years, and there are people that are making more in an hour on TikTok without selling products. Yes, I did my research, so y'all guys should do your research as well. Thank you so much for listening to me, Lo-Ryders. Wakanda forever. You guys know I love you to pieces. Mwah. Peace.